Hi. This video is for a person who just wrote to me on Facebook. I won't give any personal information out. The person on Facebook has been watching my posts this week and last 3 days. I've been working really hard. Just went down to 7-Eleven, got myself a couple of beers, Chew High, and a yogurt to celebrate with. Yes, I celebrate with yogurt. I party hard. And I'm on the famous old Tokaido Highway here, the most famous road in Japan. And so, speaking of old stuff, I spent the last 3 days sorting and the old antiques and I almost said that bad word. Antiques and stuff from my old life. Oh, there's a girl coming the other way. I don't want her to think I'm filming her, so let's go this way. Because the guy talking with the camera is okay with people, but not with young, pretty young girls coming the other way. They'll get the wrong idea, so I'll go this way. Doesn't matter which way I go. Hey, that's kind of topical. Okay, that's kind of topical. Because I'll get there no matter what. So let's get to the point. Person wrote to me and said, Kurt, I see that you're making, you're posting lots of photos on Facebook about leaving Japan and how you're getting rid of all this stuff. And, and I've had a lot of questions from people, how does it feel? Are you emotional about it? And this person's asking me the same question. And the reality, now the reason the person's asking is that they are about to do the same thing. They are about to, coming the other way, coming from North America to Japan. And this person has basically gotten themselves down to like 2 suitcases and a box or something like that. And feeling incredible anxiety and uncertainty and uncertainty, I just said that word twice, about the choice that they're making. They're going to be here soon. And they're asking me, how do I deal with the feeling of getting rid of, dissolving one life and going on to another. So let me answer that. And there's my relatives across the street, my wife's relatives. Let's go this way. Now, here, I like this, all these twists and turns, because it kind of illustrates the point I want to make. For me, at this point in my life, it's one road or another, it's all a road. Whether I kept going the way I was going before, or the road I was just on, or this one right there, it's all a road. And the place I need to get there, I'll get there in the end, which, if you metaphor that over to life, is death. And, for the most part, as long as you're in the first world, one road is almost as good as the next. I mean, it's one thing if you decide to become a war correspondent and go to a war zone, then those roads are quite different. But for the most part, wherever I meander in this little community of ours right here, it's a nice, balmy autumn evening. Wherever I go, I've got my flip-flops on, I got my comfortable clothes. I even got a couple beers. I could stop at the park and have a beer if I wanted to. My wife will get mad at me if I do that, but I could. But for the most part, I don't worry so much about it. Likewise, as with life now. Maybe it's because I've been on so many roads. In fact, and in life, this will be my 5th. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my 5th time to literally dissolve my life and uproot it and start over again. 5th time in 5 decades. So roughly once every 10 years, I do this. And I remember the first time feeling kind of like you did, or the second time. Well, the first time and the second time. And but then I had more practice than that. Even before I started uprooting my life, I had practice living as a vagrant on the road, hitchhiking around North America with a backpack on my back and not knowing where I would sleep every night tonight or where my food would come from. I literally went 2 weeks with nothing but I think I had a box of special case cereal and 2 loaves of stale moldy bread. And that sustained me for 2 weeks. I had no money, and nearly starving. I mean, those kind of things. So let me get to the point now. So those kind of things, Mickey Mouse things, those kind of things do something to you. Enough experience like that, and you get to the point that one road is as good as the next, and one house full of, dare I use the word, crap. One house full of crap is as good as the next. Now, the one thing that my wife and I, as long as we've been maneuvering these life together, we've done is we've kept on to and held dear what we call our photographs and memories. Remember that old Jim Croce song? Photographs and memories. We keep those. We have, and it's down to about 6 boxes now. It grows every year or so, but we got it down to about. I think we came over with about 5 boxes when we came over. And now we're going back with about 6. And those are the things that we can't part with, that we can't get rid of. Now that would be the hard thing. If someone told me I had to go back to the States and I couldn't take my photographs and memories with me, that would be hard. The rest of it, lump it all. I mean, this time I don't even want to get anything new. I mean, I told my wife I'm going over first, and I'll be there for a while before my family will join me, because I want to get everything set up and make sure it's going to work. Things are pretty bad back in the States. Who knows, I may have to retreat back to Japan again. So it could be, up to 6 months, up to a year before my family come and join me. And I told my wife already, I said, I'm going to get myself a little like student studio place. I'm not going to buy any furniture. I'm going to sleep on a sleeping bag on the floor. I'll get like an air mattress or something like that. Or maybe I'll get a solid mattress so I don't have to blow it up every night. So I'm just going to get a little mattress, have my little computer, a little desk maybe. That's it. I told her, I said, I don't want to build a home until you guys show up. And because I want to share that experience together. And also because I don't have any desire for anything. I'll need some cooking utensils and stuff like that. But the stuff that sustains me and hey, it's the junk man. Hey, it's the junk man. Oh, cool. The stuff that sustains me and provides my life sustenance now. No, it's the guy walking the dog. All that stuff is, for the most part, between my ears now. And I'm not saying that in any boasting way. It's more of a matter that the rest of the stuff has been stripped of much interest anymore. I'm going to go inside. This guy's going to make him feel uncomfortable because he's coming right next to me with his doggy. So I'm going to just look down and pretend I'm making a video message from my mom. Hi, Mom. Konnichiwa. So back to it. Okay. So it's without boasting. I mean, it's not like I've become some Zen priest that's stripped of the world. Although maybe that's kind of what happens with those guys. Maybe the worldly part. Oh, there's that guy up there. All kinds of distractions. This is the guy that drives the motorcycle really loud. What do you call those guys? I can't remember what they are, but he makes a loud noise every morning. So, for the most part, and I'll try to be candid as I walk past him because he and his girlfriend are sitting right there. So I'll say hi. Konnichiwa. Yo, thank you, ne. So for the most part, boy, the look I got. For the most part, that is why this is easy. Because getting rid of all of that stuff was kind of like taking off the clothes at the end of a season, taking off a winter's coat at the end of winter as spring begins, the first days of spring. I mean, you don't need it anymore. You don't wear it anymore. You take it off. You strip it away. And the thread of the promise of summer is here. And who wants to think about their winter coat anymore? You just let it go. And likewise, with all these trappings and things, sure, there's some memories on them. Sure, some of them will make great decorator pieces. Sure, and the like, but not really. Mostly they'll just, as Thoreau said, collect dust, be temptations for robbers. Something to fret about when one more thing to fret about. When I'd rather let my wife, just mean we're going to live in a hermit's shack when we get back. My wife's not quite as much like this as I am. She's always been the decorator. She'll make a nice, comfortable place for us, and I'll throw in my little bits of taste here and there. But it'll be humbler. It gets humbler every time we do it, and I will not pine or miss or long for the things that I've just disposed of, just as the things that I let go. We had that house, that beautiful home in Santa Barbara area. Just the things there. I mean, I look back and they bring a smile to my face, but I don't want them or need them anymore. I've got everything I need. I got my family. I've got my health. I've got my character. Most importantly, and that's one thing you got to get by with, right? Got to maintain your character, and with the rest all follow. So I'll sign off for now. I'm almost home. Good luck to you. Almost home to the home that won't be a home before long, before we go get to the next home. And likewise for you, my friend. Take care, everybody. Bye.